Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the STEAM Academy at McCluer South-Berkeley High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2023.
Yeah.
Please refer to your graduation decorum flyer found inside the graduation program. Please stand and remove your hats. For the national anthem sung by the STEAM Academy's Chamber Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, and please be seated. I will now introduce the platform guest. When your name is called, please stand and remain standing until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Courtney Graves, President of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Dr. Kevin M. Martin, Vice President of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Dr. Donna Paulette Thurman, Secretary of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Ms. Jillian Dunn, Assistant Secretary of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Mr. Terry Tyson, Director of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Dr. Sheila Powell-Walker, Director of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Mr. Jamal Bailey, Director of the Ferguson-Florissant Board of Education. Dr. Joseph Davis, Superintendent of the Ferguson-Florissant School District. Mr. Kevin Hampton, Chief of Staff for the Ferguson-Florissant School District. Dr. Adrian Bland, Associate Superintendent of Secondary Leadership of the Ferguson-Florissant School District. Mr. Jeffrey Tandler, Interim Principal of STEAM Academy at McCluer South-Berkeley High School. Ms. Raina Blackshear, Senior Counselor for STEAM Academy at McCluer South-Berkeley High School. And myself, Hope Sutton, Assistant Principal at STEAM Academy at McCluer South-Berkeley High School. Scholars, it has been a joy and honor to have served as your assistant principal. Be cognizant of what is behind you, before you, around you, and within you. What is behind you? All of your memories, the great and not so great. Take with you the lessons that you've learned, as they have helped you reach this milestone and will assist you with future endeavors. What is before you? All of your dreams. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Never stop dreaming. What is around you, or who is around you? All who you love. and those who support and love you too. Life is not meant to navigate alone. Seek guidance when needed, ask questions, and accept constructive criticism and words of encouragement. What is within you? All that you need. Use your unique gifts and talents to become the very best version of yourself. Remember who you are and whose you are. You are the leaders, doers, and problem solvers of the future. Congratulations on your accomplishments. I now present to you Dr. Davis to say a few words.
Let's hear it for the class of 2023. Yeah. I'll start by saying that I am so very proud of each of you. You've accomplished so much to get to this point, your graduation day. This is the first graduating class at STEAM Academy that has spent all 4 years at STEAM. Give them a round of applause. And even though you were interrupted with COVID, you all persevered. The pandemic was incredibly hard to everyone, yet you're here today. You did the work, and you made it to this place. When you face adversity in life, when you face your fears, remember you've already proven that you can do virtually anything. Here's some examples of the greatness of the class of 2023 at STEAM Academy. We have a 100% graduation rate. ,92.3% of you all are going off to post-secondary schools. 2 of you are going to the military, 1 to the Navy, 1 to the Air Force. Over $6 million in scholarships. That's awesome. We have a student that received over $960,000, still counting. Another student received over $1 million. We have a Gates Millennium Scholar in this class. We have a student with a full ride to WashU, fully paid in this class. We have a pilot among us in this class. From HBCUs to Mizzou, so many of you are going to great things. Give yourselves a round of applause. I want to acknowledge my mom. She's in the crowd with us today. She's here. Wave your hand, Mom. Wave your hand. She's here. She was a single parent, and I'm first generation college. And going to college was always the expectation. My father wasn't there, but she was. And I was there for my son. And we broke the cycle. I want to acknowledge my mother-in-law and my father-in-law who are with us as well. Raise your hand, please. They are amazing. I honor you for giving me an amazing wife who stands in a league of her own, Miss Davis. I also want to acknowledge this class because you all have done some amazing things. I want to acknowledge the Probe. You all call yourselves the Probe OG class. Give yourself a round. Our world is constantly changing. Change can often be hard, but change is necessary to bring new opportunities. I recently read a quote that I'd like to share with you as you prepare to face the challenges that will come your way in life after high school. Hate has 4 letters, so does love. Enemies has 7 letters, so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, so does truth. Negative has 8, so does positive. Under has 5, so does above. Cry has 3 letters, and so does joy. Anger has 5 letters, and so does happy. Right has 5 letters, and so does wrong. Hurt has 4 letters, and so does heal. It means life is like a double-edged sword. So transform every negative experience that comes your way into one that is positive. You choose the better side of life. Remember that you always have choices in life. Choosing what is right and what is best isn't always easy. I want to encourage each of you who are brilliant beyond measure. I want to encourage each of you to choose the better side of life that leads to joy, success, and happiness. The world needs you. You are prepared. You are more than enough, and you can make a difference. Whatever path you choose, choose to make a difference. Don't let life happen to you. Plan for your future. If you haven't written down your plans, I want you to write down your plans. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to put action to your hopes and your dreams. Seize the day, each and every day that you have, and don't wait for your future to happen to you. Take what you've learned here and make the world better. I would be remiss if I didn't take an opportunity to acknowledge all of the staff who have made the difference in the lives of my son and all of the students that are here today. And so I'd just like for all the staff at STEAM to stand for a moment. Give them a round of applause. These are the folks who have gotten you to this place. And I just want to take my hat off to each of you all. Thank you so much. I would also be remiss if I didn't thank the dads and the moms and the granddads and the grandmoms and the cousins and the uncles who are sitting in this audience. So seniors, join me in giving them a round of applause. On behalf of the Ferguson Florissant School Board and myself, congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you.
Now I would like to have our valedictorian, Andrea Poole, come to the stage for her message to the class.
Good evening, everyone. For those who are unaware, my name is Andrea Poole. I'd like to start off by thanking God, my family, and everyone in this building for your presence tonight. Today marks a day that we've all dreamed of. It's also the day in which our dreams become a reality. I stand before you all today with honor and gratitude. High school, the chapter in which a teen evolves to adulthood. The chapter in which one is expected to consider their life's purpose. The chapter in which one explores the beauty of friendships, relationships, and family. The year 2019 marked the beginning of something extraordinary. It is the year that STEAM Academy at McCluer South-Berkeley was established. It is a year in which many of us fantasize about the ideal high school experience. I recall walking into STEAM for the very first time, imagining all the possibilities that the school would have in store for myself, as well as the students and staff that surrounded me. On that first official day of instruction, each of us experienced feelings of angst, excitement, and fear alike. No one knew what would truly be in store for our school. Evolution, consideration, and exploration. The year 2020 altered the definition of these three concepts, not only for teens, but people of all age groups. How can a person evolve in the midst of a global pandemic? How can we consider our life's purpose? What beauty can be explored within our relationships? At the start of COVID, it seems as if the answers to these questions remain lost. For reasons such as these, today's population of Generation Z members were challenged to alter the definition of an ideal high school experience. After we emerged from the extremities of COVID-19 in 2021 and 2022, Gen Z learned to act differently, think differently, and educate themselves differently. We found new ways to evolve, consider, and explore, while still acknowledging our own backgrounds. From a personal standpoint, I saw the world's reopening as a window of opportunity. I expanded my connections in my community through new volunteering efforts, grew to enjoy performing arts, and pursued leadership positions. Admittedly, in the beginning, I was unsure about pursuing these opportunities due to my fear of imperfection, a quality that I've struggled with for quite some time. Oftentimes, after growing accustomed to a craft or idea, I would become frustrated when these customs were altered, because then my skills will have to improve elsewhere. These frustrations have drastically become apparent in my decade-long career aspiration. After experiencing the joy I feel when I entertain, I started questioning the joy I would feel when educating myself on a medical-based career path. While contemplating my career, I also experienced a decline in my mentality, which in turn affected the way I communicated within my relationships. I thought that the answer to my questions would remain lost. However, I forced myself to defy the odds. I was a parliamentarian. I was a president. I received almost $1 million worth of scholarship. And I'm more than proud to be attending the illustrious Howard University in the fall. This brings us to the year 2023. For us students, this continues to be the year of reflection and selection. Our time as high school scholars is coming to a close, and no, it was nothing like the musical. We've expressed our strengths through our reactions to a global catastrophe and have overcome our weaknesses. We've imagined long enough to finally put our dreams into action. Fellow classmates, as you walk across this stage tonight, do so in solidarity and with pride. Live in a moment that is today, as tomorrow is not promised. As you experience life outside of high school, be the prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat. Understand that not all questions are meant to be answered, and other questions answer themselves. Whether your aspirations have altered over time or remain the same, ensure that your life is not a dream deferred. Or, in the words of my dad, don't allow high school to be the pinnacle of your high school success stories. Continue to evolve, consider, and explore. Classmates, we are the first inaugural class of STEAM Academy High School, and we are 2023.
Thank you, Andrea. Now I would like to call Grace Raycraft, one of our salutatorians, and Darius Shern, a member of the National Honor Society, to come to the stage for their message to the class.
Okay, where's that? This is the moment we have all been waiting for, right? As the first freshman class, as well as the first full graduating class, we have had many responsibilities and experiences. 4 years of hard work coming to a turning point, amounting to a life of opportunities. Now what do we do?
Before we dive into that difficult question, I know we'd all like to acknowledge and show our thanks to everyone who has assisted us in achieving this milestone. Our parents, guardians, teachers, family, and friends were all the crucial support system we needed to succeed. It is impossible to account for each impactful individual that has guided us throughout our childhood, but despite this, we are eternally grateful for each of you.
That brings us right back to the dreaded question that I'm sure each one of us has been asked at every family gathering. What's next? What do you plan to do? No matter what the current response is, we can always turn to the same lessons. The memories we have gained and the values we have learned from this school and our peers will lead us through the next era in our lives.
And you know what? With that being said, Madam President, I'd like to know a little more about something you've taken away from your high school experience.
I can answer that in one word, and it is individuality. I have grown into my own thoughts and have begun to understand my goals in all aspects of my life. Without these 4 years, I would have been lost as to who I am and what I want. Success comes to those who always strive for greatness. Taking this valuable lesson with me to college and my future career will push me towards success. I would say that the future isn't something that you search for, it is something that you create for yourself. What about you, Mr. President?
Well, I'm glad you asked. But seriously, I would say my biggest takeaway has been the importance of putting yourself out there, whether it be running for a student body and or extracurricular position, networking at a conference, or auditioning for a graduation speech. You cannot be afraid to fail, for it is better to have tried and failed than to have not tried at all.
We may very well not be in the same room again with one another, but recalling our struggles and accomplishments will show us that making mistakes is okay, for it is how you perceive and react to the mistakes that will determine the outcome.
Which brings us to the daunting task of prospering in the face of adversity. And while it may seem a bit dramatic to word it as such today, as you advance to the next chapter of life, and the chapter after that one, it is imperative that we always return to the basics when perceiving and reacting to our mistakes. Those, of course, being kindness, consideration, generosity, and compassion under the right circumstances.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know if I would show the same amount of consideration, generosity, compassion, and kindness to my parents as I would my classmates.
But doesn't everybody deserve the same amount of each?
Well, why would they? I'm quite fond of my classmates, but I mean, they didn't raise me.
Yes, but I think that no matter the value that person that holds in your life, each person has value.
I'm reluctant to say it, but you're right.
We've been together long enough, you should know that. But anyway, as we advance to the next part of our lives, let us all remember the journey and reflect on how far each of us has come in our own ways. Remember the inside jokes, the feeling of finally completing that one assignment, and the unity each of us have created with one another.
So don't settle. Go out into the world and make it yours. Here and now, we are creating a life of possibilities that we must take advantage of when we walk out of these doors. Therefore, be proud, stand tall, and give it your all. Thank you for listening.
And congratulations, class of 2023.
Let's give all of our scholars a hand. At this time, Dr. Graves, will you come to the podium for the presentation of the Board of Education Awards?
We will first have our salutatorians. May I please have Miss Asia Moore come to the stage. Cal McKissick. Troy Ellison. Grace Raycraft. Jada Shields. Elijah Holman. Ontavion Franks. Rebecca Jackson. Irene Kidd. And now we will have our valedictorians. Andrea Poole. And Josie Gates.
I present to you the STEAM High Singers singing "The Times They Are A-Changin'." Thank you, STEAM High singers, for that selection. At this time, Mr. Tandler, Interim Principal for STEAM Academy at McCluer South-Berkeley, please step to the podium and address the class of 2023.
Good evening. Before we get started, I do want to recognize Jadzia Renaud, who is unable to be with us tonight. She is a student in this cohort, and I do want to take a moment of silence in her memory. Thank you. Graduates, good evening. Good evening, families and esteemed guests. Thank you all for being with us tonight to celebrate our amazing STEAM High graduates, the class of 2023 and the first four-year cohort at STEAM High School. That really is an amazing accomplishment. You are the first of many to come, the first four-year cohort. Congratulations. Before we get started, I do want to take a moment and call on someone very special, Dr. Jane Crawford. Dr. Crawford was the inaugural principal of STEAM High School. She knew each of you when you were entering STEAM High School and was with you when you began your high school career. She was instrumental in making STEAM High the success it has become today. She is an excellent educator, a wonderful person, a role model, a mentor, and a dear friend. Let's give Dr. Crawford a huge round of applause. Dr. Crawford, thank you. Graduates, now is also the time to thank those wonderful parents and family members that have supported you since day one. Remember that special person when you were little getting ready for school? That special person that helped you pack your backpack, tied your shoes, got you to the school bus? They were there every day. Those individuals have supported you every step of the way, and today as we celebrate you, we also thank and acknowledge them. So turn to your families, wave, throw a hug, blow a kiss. Let's give them a round of applause. Lastly, graduates, you have some very special people sitting in your rows with you. You have your teachers. These wonderful individuals have been with you all along. They love you, they are always proud of you, they will always be with you, and they will miss you. Thank you, teachers. So now let's talk about graduates. Class of 2023 World Changers. You officially made it. You are a STEAM High graduate. STEAM High is a rigorous and challenging school. It's not easy. You have persevered, done well, and here you are. This class is responsible for numerous awards and recognitions from across the region. The STEAM High class of 2023 has earned over $6 million in scholarship money and counting. That comes out to about $48,000 per student. STEAM High class of 2023, you have grown our academic success each year and every day the last 4 years. STEAM High is a PLTW distinguished school. We have a Millennium Gate Scholar. We have multiple students earning very high awards at state music festivals. We have a licensed pilot who will one day fly for a major airline. We have a pitcher, baseball pitcher, who will go on to play college ball, and other top athletes. We have world changers that will solve the problems of our future and improve our way of living as a society through science and technology. We have the kind of individuals we want to employ in our businesses and corporations, be the role models for our children, perform as stellar students and athletes at our universities, and that we want to call neighbor in our community. That is the portrait of a STEAM High graduate, and the definition of the class of 2023. So class of 2023, I ask you, what does that next step hold as you go forward from today? In a few short months, you will move on to the next adventure and chapter in your life, and you're ready. We cannot wait to see all that you will do as you take the world by the reins and continue to impress those around you. I know you are each set up for greatness in whatever adventure awaits you. STEAM High grads, please know that wherever you go and wherever life takes you, you will always be a bulldog, and STEAM High will always be your home. Continue to wear the STEAM High emblem on your heart and be the best version of yourself every day. Congratulations. We are all so proud of you. Know that we are always here for you, and we wish you nothing but success and greatness. Congrats.
I would like to call Dr. Graves to the podium for the presentation of diplomas.
So I will be brief because I am the last thing that is holding you up. So we are so thrilled to have the class of 2023 here on this momentous day of graduation. Today is a day of celebration, and we're here to congratulate and honor all of you for doing more than completing your high school journey. You have officially taken the first big step into the world as an adult. As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it also takes a village to graduate a senior class. From your teachers to your parents, your friends, your coaches, you have been surrounded by a community of support and encouragement. And now, as you embark on your next chapter, we hope that you will continue to be a part of this village, supporting and lifting each other up along the way. Today is also a day that you choose your path. Whether the path is heading into the workforce, entering college, joining the Army, or taking a gap year, you all have the freedom to create the life that you want and achieve your goals. No matter what path you choose, know that your family, friends, and this community, the Berkeley community especially, because I am a Berkeley alum, will always be here to help you. You are not alone. We are here with you. Your journey does not end here. In fact, it is just the beginning. You all have a chance to continue your dreams and make a difference in this world. Take the knowledge and skills you acquired in these halls and use them for good causes and to help others. Don't ever forget that you have the power to make a difference and that the world needs your unique perspectives and talents. We've already witnessed your brilliance in the classroom, your creativity on the stage, and your talents on the field. You have already made a difference, whether you realize it or not, and we know that you'll continue to be so remarkable. I want to give a special shout out to the unsung heroes in the crowd, the families. To the parents who've endured countless projects, late night sessions, we applauded you and your unwavering support. You've been their rock, their cheerleaders, and their personal Uber. And let's not forget the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, all of those who've provided that extra dose of love and encouragement. The people around you that are here today is your safety net, always there to catch you when you stumble or launch you higher when you soar. Graduates, as you step into this world beyond these walls, never forget your village that nurtured you, the difference you've already made, the freedom to choose your own path, and the unwavering support of your amazing families. You have the power to shape the future, to create a world that reflects your dreams and aspirations. Class of 2023, we believe in you. and we can't wait to see the incredible mark you leave on this world. So graduates, are you ready? Let's go.
All right. Hello? Okay. Hello?
Andrea LaFay Poole. Josie Marie Gates. Asia Zion Moore. Kyle Benjamin McKissick. Troy Ellison. Grace Christine Raycraft. Jada Chanel Lachey Shields. Elijah Christian Holman. And Tavion Lamar Franks. Rebecca Elise Jackson. Irene May Kidd. Drake Daniel Peters. William Juguna Maniori. Kaylin Michelle Marshall. Jaden Earl Kincaid Evans. Camila Shakir Hinton. Cameron Darian Guido. Tatiana Eloisa Davis. Tyler Elois Burton. Jacob Buchanan. Mackenzie Elise Brown. William Devorian Bostic. Darius Rashad Shern. Captain Derek Teron Bill Jr. Brandon Adonis Brinson. Joseph Scott Davis Jr. Bella Jude Fernandez. Joshua Leon Flowers. Ramaya Chanel Franklin. Elise Michelle Gibson. Juliet Caroline Henderson. Sahara Renee Hopgood. Ivana Jacqueline Martin. Chesney Monet Fowler. Elijah Isaiah Eccles. Markel Trayvon Dukes. Diego David Dominguez Strimmel. Summer Nicole Coomer. Faith Alexandria Christensen. Colin Asher Brinkley. Nicholas Joseph Alexander. Renaya Christine Williamson Stovall. Larry Cornelius Sane. Titus Emmanuel Self. Khalil Emmanuel McLeod. Alyssa Marie McDowell. Michaela Amaya Olivia Roseman. Jalen Maurice Thomas. Deanna Michelle Wilson. Alonzo Lewis Battle. Sabrina Fremona Coates. Carlton Theophilus Dunning, Jr. Alyssa Renee Gibson. Samari Jerome Hall. Anaya Joyce Ellis. Jalea Brene Crawford. Sabian Bryce Wiles. Joshua Jezreel Triplet. Ryden Walker So. Valeria Solis. Ryan Cody McLesley. Kyle Michael McLeod. Mia May Maxidon. Leon Kemp. Trayvon Marquise Jefferson. Tyja Danielle Hill. Layla Monet Johnson. Mariah Moniece Patton. Timothy Michael Peterson. Gabrielle Ayana Rayford. Kendon Alexander Smith. Kai Javier Tolliver. Elsie Helen Unger. Dakota Daniel Wilbretts. Trinity Marie Clark. Emily Sophia Cambron. Sienna Marche Alagavi. Elijah Daniel Wallace. Marcus LaRon Taylor. Elias Java Silas. Emily Nicole Richardson. Mariah Lachey Paris. Keenan Alexander Morris. Anicia Janae Kelly. Marvin Juarez. Cameron Paul McLeod. Daniel Eben McKissick. Javon Anthony Rice. Alexander William Robin. Abdel Kareem Ahmed Solomon. Aiden Hanley. Amani Junaya Johnson. Josiah Christian Ivy. Jack Michael Hoshin. Keon David Hill. Vanity Deanna Harper. Paul Richard Hamai. At the close of STEAM Academy, at the close of STEAM Academy of McCluer South-Berkeley's inaugural year and thereafter, administrators, teachers, and staff were tasked with nurturing, supporting, guiding, educating, and graduating 102 scholars. 1 moved out of state earlier this school year, 100 just received their diplomas tonight, and 1 gained her wings June 2020 due to health complications. We've never forgotten her sweet spirit and the memories created. She has always remained forever in our hearts. The last diploma I will present tonight is for her. Jazia Marie Renaud. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Let's hear it for the class of 2023. Yeah. Yes. At this time, I would ask that President Graves, Principal Tandler, please join me at the podium. Before charging you, graduates, I ask that you would all please stand. As our last order of business, President Graves, Ferguson Florissant School Board, each of these students has met the graduation requirements set by the state of Missouri and by the Ferguson Florissant School Board. Be it unto each of these students that by the power vested in me as Superintendent of Ferguson Florissant School District, I now declare that you are high school graduates. Seniors, turn your tassels. And congratulations to the class of 2023.